everybody, and good morning to everybody from Colorado, where it is 10 o'clock in the morning. Thank you all for the response to the uh, live show last week. It's a different experience for me because I can't edit out the ahs and uhs and the things like that. Okay, so welcome to everybody. We've got 46 people online right now, and may have some more later. These are the letters we're going to study today. These are the ones we did last week, the ones that start with a dit. Now, I've had some people wonder why I would start with something like this. Okay, shouldn't I start with the easier letters first and go on to others? And the answer is that it is very easy to hear a dit and a dah and think, oh, that's an A, but then comes another dah, then comes another dah, and so on. So the idea is if you learn them in this fashion, you're going to learn right off the bat to differentiate how the different ones work. So we're going to do these today. Last week it was one starting with E, a dit. The next, this week will be the one starting with a dah and dits following it. Okay, and in about 3 or 4 weeks, we're going to get through the entire alphabet and all of the common punctuation marks that we use in amateur radio. There aren't very many punctuation marks that we use. So it's the letters, the numbers, comma, period, question mark, a slash, which you need when you put that slash AE after your call, and not very much more than that. The ampersand is taken from a very long time ago. Here's a book. This is History, Theory, and Practice of the Electric Telegraph. It was originally published in 1886. It's been reprinted by somebody here. And this was the old Continental Morse code, which is quite different from the Morse code we know and love today, which is actually the International Morse code. And one of the things at the bottom is the ampersand, and it's dit, dit, a dit, with the short space, dit, dit, a dit. We write it as ES a lot, but it's actually the ampersand, and that's where in amateur practice the dit, dit, a dit, meaning and, comes from. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's do a brief review of the letters from last week, and we're competing with Kevin Laughlin. Is he on too at the same time? Okay. Let's just look at some from last week. Now I've got this set up again. I've got this set up so that you'll be able to see the letters that I send right up here. So I'm going to send a few with this. And again, copy, pencil in hand, pen in hand, lowercase. If you don't get it, just put a dash in there. So the simple one is the E, and then the A is W, J, and a 1. Now, the reason that this is important to kind of learn this way is to see that extra dash on the 1. It's so easy to write down a J or a W when you do something like that. So let's take them in kind of a different order. And, oh, come on, transition. There we go. If we do these in the right order, you'll see them. Okay. Okay, so you see up there the letters that I sent. Okay, now KB9RLW, who's that? Oh, Kevin. No, I subscribed to Kevin. He's a good guy. Never talked with him, but he's a good guy. Okay, now let's go ahead and work on the new letters now and see if you can tell these apart handily. Okay, the T is the da. Now a dit is the unit space in telegraphy, and everything is done in terms of the dit. There is the dit, and the space between elements of a letter is that same length. Okay, so it's like sending a square wave. The da is 3 times that length. Now, I often hear people sending, and that's supposed to be dit da. No, you need to emphasize those das just a little bit. It should be 3 times. I tend to do 3.5 times, but just make sure you can tell the difference. So there's da. Da dit is N, is D, is B, is 6. So let's do a little random sending right now. Code practice. The reader has gotten a little off. Okay, I hope that you're able to pick that up. Tell me if you're having trouble picking up, differentiating different parts of that, because I'm trying to do the contrasting and the uncontrasting of these various letters. Now, let's do just a little bit more of that. Oh, come on, this thing could be better than that. I have 3 cameras actually working on this thing. I want to get the right ones up. Okay, so we've got das and dits last week, this week. I want to combine now between the two, and we'll see how we're doing. I'm just going to put this up here to take that. Let me just do a quick zoom out. Configure video. Camera control, zoom out. There we go. Okay. The Radioddity, by the way, is one of their new not released radios that they want me to take a look at. Hopefully that will be the subject of this next coming video, if I figure it out in time. It's a DMR radio, and there's now a DMR repeater in the area. So I'm going to switch back and forth between the two and try and copy, and as much as possible without reference to this list, and then we'll see what everybody's got. Okay. That's a bad one. By the way, the symbol for I made a mistake is 8 dits. Um, and then you usually start the word over rather than just the letter. But okay, dit, da. Okay. Okay, getting used to this thing. In a video a week and a half ago, I showed this kit from the 4 States QRP organization. It's a code practice oscillator, has a little key built in. Let me put the battery in. And I told you I was looking for a less expensive way that you could practice CW and maybe even record some stuff into your phone's recorder. But this thing, where am I right here? Okay, this thing right here has a key in it. It's got the Morse code on the back right down here, but the problem with it is that there are some mistakes in there, which I talk about in the video. But you can put this down on the table and then use this key Don't know if you can hear that, it's pretty quiet. And then this is a way that you can practice sending it. So I've looked all over for something like this. This is $20. That's it. And I believe that includes the postage. And go to 4 States QRP group. Look that up, and that'll take you to the URL. And they have kits. So this is the least expensive way I could find to get a code practice oscillator. The soldering and things like that are exceptionally easy to do. And my video, let's see, it was 1.5 ago, shows step by step how to make this thing. Okay, so that gives you something you can practice at home for. Okay, let's see. D da did it and B is da did it. If the pro sign is DE is, well, DE is not a pro sign. DE is a word, it's the French word for from, so it's da did it and then dit. So it's 2 letters. It's 2 letters. A little fast but good. Okay, I'll try slowing down. Okay. Yeah, but it does mean from, and DE comes from the French, and I think probably from a few other the Romance languages too. Okay, so let's see if there are any other comments. Sacramento, Florida, Lithonia, Georgia. Okay, sounds good in Oregon. Okay, so I think I've got all your questions here. So I'm going to send a little bit more of the same kind of practice. I'll slow down just a little bit. We'll practice the letters that we have. And then I want to do a quick section of sending text with everything in it to get practice of being able to, if you don't know what the character is, letting go of it so that you can continue on. Because I know what happens to me if I get a character that for some reason stops me, then the problem I have is I get hung up on it. Meanwhile, the code is going 3, 4, 5 letters ahead. So the purpose of that practice is to keep you focused and be able to let go of a character. Okay, so here's some more. 6, T, N, D, B, E. Now let me slow down quite a bit. Just have one dog, and this isn't very loud, so she's mostly upset when I don't feed her right away when she wants feeding. Okay, what frequency? The frequency of the tone I am using is 700 hertz. 700 hertz. Okay, let's now go to doing the same kind of thing, except at this point, we'll go back there so you can see this, and I'm going to try some slow code. I hope you're sort of starting to get it, okay? I hope you're starting to get it, starting to feel like, hey, I can pick out a few of the letters, okay? That's a great feeling when you start. Let's go back to this here, okay? Okay, so let me just ask here, how many felt that they could pick out at least a majority of the letters in what I just sent? I'm hoping that works. We've gotten up to 10 characters now, so we're actually doing pretty good. So send me a comment about what you got, or if that's about the right speed to start practicing. I realize I'm cheating. I'm putting the code right up in front of you, but you know, you get used to it. There's a whole bunch of different methods for teaching the Morse code, and by golly, what one person thinks is right, he means all the others wrong. But I don't think that's true. W5KUB, that's Tom. Hello, Tom. Good to see you. Okay, recognized a few. Okay, speed of the letters is a little slow now. Okay, yeah, I'm not going real fast. Recognized a few. Missed the last video. Okay, well, let's just do a little practice Again, I'll try and make the characters a little faster and then give you a little bit more speed in between. This time let me cut to the code right away here. Okay. Here's a word for you. I left out something there. There, I think I spelled that right that time. Okay. Thinking, thoughts, what we're doing so far. Tanned. Yes, got tanned. Okay, good. All right, we've got 50 people watching now. That's pretty good. I'm trying to keep up with the chat here, okay? And people are sending me some of the different things that I've sent. Now, there are some times when it's legitimate to expect something, such as in a call sign. Okay, call signs often start with an N. We haven't done W yet, have we? Let's take an N. Here's a call sign. All of these call signs start with, we have done W. There it is. Okay, I'm going to send some call signs. Okay, that's one call sign. Here's another call sign. Okay, that last call sign is quite famous. What have we got from that? I think next time I'm going to go for the quicker optimization here so we get a little bit faster turnaround. So what was that last call sign? There's quite a bit of delay in getting this back and forth. Okay. W1AW, yes. All right. Well, Francois, thank you for stopping by. It's W1AW. That is the station of the American Radio Relay League in Newington, Connecticut. I've been there. I've not transmitted there, but I've been there and got a very nice tour of the building. Okay, now I'm going to give just some code practice using different letters. I'm going to do it slowly and try and pick out the letters that we know. And that's what I'll concentrate on most, but then I'll throw in some that you don't know so that you can practice letting go of things you don't know and moving on, staying up with the stream. Okay, and you can usually go back and pick up the letter from context, although these Where's the camera up there? These will be random groups. So let's go back over to the code here. Okay. Sent quite a bit. Yeah, go faster. People want to go faster. Is it the individual letters you want faster, or just less time in between? What we have listening here, the 50 people who are watching right now, is an incredibly wide variety of capabilities. So, yeah, telegraph was the last word, telegraph. Okay. And a number of people know the others. Now, next time we're up to 10 letters. Well, 8 letters and 2 numbers. Next time we're going to be up to 15. So that's going to give us a lot more words that we can start sending and so on. And we'll continue to do them. Once we get through all the words, what we're going to do is start over at the cycle and just loop through it with different kinds of code practice and so on, so we have a chance to reinforce what we've learned and go on, and then the second time through get better. We'll have new people join and so on. So let me send just a little bit more code. This would be freeform. That last one was a comma, by the way. Okay, that was all bodies, comma, therefore, comma, are capable of becoming electrical. And it's from this old book talking about friction and things like that. Okay. All right, so there we are for today, which is Saturday, March 3rd. See you in 1 week for more code practice, and of course, looking forward to an Ask Day video by the next time by Wednesday. Now again, taking a look at this little code practice oscillator, I encourage you to consider getting something like this for yourself. That way you have a chance to practice code. Every phone has a recorder on it, so you can just send some text into a phone and then read it back to see if you can decipher it. It's a great way to practice. Okay, considered pretty much indispensable. So, let's see what we've got in the way of comments here. Okay, looks like we're therefore God are capable of becoming electrical. You are so much... One of the problems, of course, comes separating it out into letters later. And in Choke Live, you're just like me. I tend to run things together. There is actually a 7-space between letters, 7 dit lengths, but I don't do that. Next time I'll try and have a chart that shows the actual official timing for the Morse code. So 73 to all. We will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching, and 73. I should have music after that, shouldn't I?